Thank you for joining me here this afternoon. The time is currently 6:53 p.m. Central, and you have a live look at the first tornado warning of the day. This is for portions of northeastern McDonough County, Illinois. This is for the town of Bushnell. If you're in Bushnell or Good Hope, you need to be seeking shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a building, away from windows, and in an interior room. All right, there's your area of rotation there, off to the northeast of Good Hope. So once again, this is a tornado warning for northeastern McDonough County, Illinois. If you're in this area, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. Again, this includes the town of Bushnell here. This is our first tornado warning of the day, all right? Some of the action is finally starting to get going, all right? We thought it would get going earlier in the day, but it's actually started a little bit later than we thought, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be any less intense. Because I will say, this storm is actually rotating pretty impressively here with this, kind of where the reds and the greens meet in there off to the northwest of Bushnell. That's your area of rotation there, and that's the area that we need to be watching if we were to have a tornado develop in this region. So again, we have a tornado warning here in Illinois, but we've got like a ton of severe thunderstorm warnings. I mean, we've got 20 severe thunderstorm warnings all across the country right now. We've got some out here in Colorado, some in Kansas, some in Missouri, and of course some back here into portions of Illinois, some in Iowa. I mean, they're just all over the place today with this widespread severe weather outbreak we are seeing. And again, this is the first tornado warning of the day, all right? And again, this storm is heading directly for Bushnell. So if you're in Bushnell, you need to be getting to shelter right now. Don't wait for it. Just go now. You got minutes. Because this area of rotation is catching up to you pretty quickly. Again, if you're in Good Hope, you also need to be in shelter here as the storm continues to rotate. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning now. That's for portions of, let's see here. My scroll thing stopped working. What the heck? Dickinson, Ottawa, and Clay counties, Kansas. That's for the town of Abilene. If you're in Abilene, you need to be getting indoors and away from windows immediately. That's for the threats of ping pong ball-sized hail and damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour. So, again, this is the storm that we're mainly watching right now. This storm here near Bushnell, Illinois. Again, this is moving off to the east here. This is moving east at 30 miles per hour. So, let's see here. How exactly is it moving? So, it's kind of moving really more southeast, actually. Whoops, did not mean to do that. It's really moving more southeast than anything. So, if we go ahead... Oh, my goodness. What in the world? Let's go ahead and drag this out here. This is moving southeast at 30 miles per hour. So let's kind of talk about some of the areas that are going to be impacted by this storm down the line. So Scottsburg, you got 3 minutes. If you're in Scottsburg, you need to be taking shelter. Bushnell, you got about 11 minutes. If you're in Bushnell, you need to be taking shelter. New Philadelphia, you've got about 19 minutes here. You need to be taking shelter. Czech Road, 24 minutes. Marietta, 25 minutes. Seville, 30 minutes. Smithfield, 36 minutes. Cuba, 45 minutes. Depler Springs in 48 minutes. Lewistown in 53 minutes. Duncan Mills in 54 minutes. Bryan in 56 minutes. St. David in 59 minutes. And Seppo in an hour. And again, those are all across portions of Illinois here. Again, this is our first tornado warning of the day. So we gotta watch it here, as it is actually rotating pretty good right over Scottsburg right now. So again, if you're in Scottsburg, hopefully you're in your safe spot. Again, this is not a confirmed tornado, but the storm does have radar indicator rotation, and it could produce a tornado any minute if it's not already. So if you're in this area, you need to be in your tornado safe spot. We've got some sort of inflow, it looks like, trying to poke into this storm a little bit. It just doesn't look that impressive because we're kind of far away from the radar site. Whenever you're, 50 miles or more away from the radar site, it gets kind of iffy, and right now we're around 70 miles away, so it's not the best radar coverage, but we can work with it. It's definitely not as bad of a radar hole as we were talking about earlier with the Missouri and Iowa storms, but there we go. We got some more impressive rotation even now. Again, in between Scottsburg and Bushnell, right over Highway 9 here. So if you're traveling along Highway 9 in between Good Hope and Bushnell, you need to be getting off. So, again, this, if we do have a tornado on the ground, it would be located right in here, where your area of rotation is. So, again, we'll continue to watch this here over the next several minutes. This is right on the intersection of County Road 1 and Highway 9 over Industrial Park Road. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning now. That's for portions of Fulton and Peoria counties, Illinois. That's for the threats of some quarter-sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and a possible tornado. So if you're in Lewistown or Canton, you need to be getting indoors. This does not include downtown Peoria, but it does include southwestern portions of Peoria County here. Areas like Smithville and Lancaster. So if you're in those areas, you need to be getting indoors. Again, these are some pretty nasty storms here, especially our Tornado Warning 1. With that rotation, they're right at the intersection of Highway 9 and County Road 1, south of Walnut Grove, in between Scottsburg and Bushnell. Hey, where's this happening? This is in Bushnell, Illinois, where we are seeing this right now. This is our first tornado warning of the day, and now it's observed. So we have a confirmed tornado on the ground. This is a Weather Spotters confirmed tornado on the ground in Illinois. This is near Bushnell. Again, this is now a confirmed tornado, first tornado of the day. Again, this is a tornado on the ground now. So if you're in Bushnell, you need to be running to your tornado safe spot. Again, this is a tornado on the ground over Highway 9 near Bushnell, Illinois. So again, if you're in this area, very dangerous situation. We have an ongoing tornado. Holy cow, yeah, that's some big-time rotation, yeah. Again, this is now a confirmed tornado, southwest of Bushnell. Again, this is a very dangerous situation here. If you're in Bushnell, you got to get to shelter. So the time is now 7 p.m. If you're just now tuning in, we have a tornado on the ground southwest of Bushnell, Illinois. This is a Weather Spotters confirmed tornado. This is the first one of the day. Very clear area of rotation there. Again, this is a confirmed tornado. Yeah, that severe weather statement is because this is now confirmed. It was just an update there on the tornado warning that we have. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning now for portions of Lynn and Macon counties in Missouri. Yeah, it's from the National Weather Service in Quad Cities, because this is in the Davenport NWS office. But we're looking at the Lincoln radar because it's closer. So again, there's your area of rotation there. There's your tornado southwest of Bushnell. Again, this is confirmed, guys. So if you're in Bushnell, you got to be running to shelter. And now we have a new tornado warning. It's an extension for our storm. This now includes Marietta, Smithfield, and Cuba. So if you are in this area, you have to seek shelter now. This is for parts of west central Fulton County. You got to get to shelter right now. Again, very dangerous storm here. Smithfield, Marietta, and Cuba. You're included in this. You got to get to your safe place. Again, this is a very dangerous situation here for all these folks. My alert sounds have stopped working, I just realized. So if you hear an alert or something and I don't say anything about it, it's because I can't hear it on my end, unfortunately. But again, there's your area of rotation there. It's in your tornado as well. It's going to be crossing over Highway 41 over the next several minutes, south of Bushnell. Now we have a new severe thunderstorm warning, so my alerts are working, just the tornado warning didn't. Maybe I had my computer muted or something, I don't know. But now, Knox, Warren, Henry, and Mercer counties, Illinois, you have a severe thunderstorm warning for the Woodhull area for quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Make sure that you're getting indoors. That's for portions of Interstate 74 there in northwestern Illinois, once again. And this is not looking good here. So there's your tornado, but now we have a new area of rotation back here closer to Scottsburg. So if you're in Scottsburg, do not let your guard down. You have another area of rotation coming in. So the actual tornado that we have here is about to cross over Highway 41 to the south of Bushnell near New Philadelphia. But we have another area of rotation now that could actively be producing a tornado northwest of Scottsburg. What website or app do I use? I use Radar Omega, available on iOS and Android. Radar Omega. Most capable radar app in the world, in my opinion. So, once again, here's your tornado. I know this is kind of confusing because we have multiple spots of rotation here, but here's your tornado south of Bushnell. But we have another area of rotation heading southeast towards Scottsburg and Bushnell once again. So, if you are in Scottsburg, do not let your guard down. Stay in your safe spot. Yeah, no problem. So, again, this is a tornado on the ground near Bushnell, Illinois. Not seeing any sort of debris signature or anything, but... So again, this is about to cross over Highway 41. And it's going to continue to be intense here for all these areas, even if this tornado doesn't stay on the ground. Just a second, sorry. I'm sending somebody a message. So again, if you're just not tuning in, we have an active tornado on the ground near Bushnell. Yeah, that is a very strong velocity couplet there. So we are talking about, again, a tornado actively on the ground. No sort of debris signature yet, but that's probably just because there's literally nothing out here. If you look, it's not even like there's homes for it to hit. No, there's nothing out here. There's probably not even trees. This is probably all corn. I would know. So again, we have our tornado on the ground south of Bushnell, but we've got another area of rotation trying to develop near Scottsburg. So if you're in Scottsburg or Bushnell, you need to stay in your tornado safe spot. Don't let your guard down just because the tornado is past you. We got another area of rotation coming in. So, again, this is a pretty concerning situation here. Again, northwest of New Philadelphia, there's your tornado. We'll continue to watch this here. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Oquawka for a quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds in the Quad Cities area. So again, if you're just now tuning in, we have an active tornado on the ground near New Philadelphia, Illinois. This is a very dangerous situation, and we have a new... Oh, wait, no, we already talked about that. I thought that was another new one. So, again, if you're out here in Marietta, Smithfield, Cuba, Bushnell, Scottsburg, I already said New Philadelphia. No, I didn't. New Philadelphia, Bardolph, you need to be taking shelter. My goodness. Sorry, I keep getting messages. And now we have a new severe thunderstorm warning. My alerts are working again. For quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds off to the west of Springfield. This includes areas like Virginia and Athens. Again, that's a new severe thunderstorm warning. Okay, our rotation seems to have let up a little bit here. We may have had a tornado lift. But yeah. Okay. Alright, so again, if you're just now joining us, we have a tornado on the ground in Illinois, just past Highway 41. It's near Marietta and New Philadelphia. It is along the county line of McDonough and Fulton. So again, if you are in McDonough or Fulton counties, you need to be seeking shelter away from windows and on the lowest floor of a building. Again, at this point, I'm almost more concerned about our new area of rotation up here. Because it looks like this tornado may have lifted now, but there's no confirmation of that. So again, we need you to stay in your safe spot out here. It's just a possibility that it's lifted, that it's not confirmed by any means. Alright. So, it's looking like the town of Bushnell did not take a direct hit from this, luckily. However, it went pretty darn close to Scottsburg, but that's not really a town. So, again, just as of 2 radar scans ago, we had a decently strong indicator there of a tornado south of Bushnell, and again, it was confirmed. Actually, that was 1 radar scan ago, and it was confirmed, but now I'm not too sure. It's not looking quite as impressive. It's a little broader, a little bit weaker, but if this is still on the ground, it is going to go dangerously close to Marietta. So if you're in Marietta, you need to be in your safe spot right now. There's your report. So the tornado was 3.7 miles southwest of Bushnell. That is so specific. What county is the issued severe now? Is there a new one? I don't think there's a new one. You guys will have to let me know if there's a new one, because again, I cannot hear my alert sounds on my end. So, again, if we do have a tornado still on the ground, it is going to be approaching Marietta very shortly. So if you're in Marietta, you need to be running your tornado safe spot if you're not there already. I mean, this is coming in, like, north side of Marietta here. This is going to ride Highway 95 for a while. I may have to leave the stream here for a second. I'm going to stay on, but I'm going to have to mute up for a little bit. But if I have to go, I will come back. I'll just mute up on the stream. We'll pause things for a little bit, and then I'll come back. I won't end the stream entirely. But again, I figured this was important to get out, because again, this is the first tornado of the day. It's in a populated area, or a semi-populated area. It's not super populated, but again, this went southwest of Bushnell, and it's very close to Marietta now. If it's still on the ground, it will probably be on the north side or just to the north of Marietta, Illinois. So again, if you're just not tuning in, we may still have an ongoing tornado in Marietta, Illinois. This may have lifted, but earlier it was confirmed that this did touch down close to Bushnell. That was a weather spotter's confirmed report. I heard that one. I heard that alert. New severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Ellsworth County in Kansas. Ping pong ball sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds for Midway, Langley, Yankee Run, and Venango. So if you're in this area, you need to be getting indoors and away from windows. We may have some sort of rotation there. South of Ellsworth. So that's an extension for a storm there in Ellsworth County. But anyway, back to the tornado. Again, I'm concerned about this new area of rotation up here northwest of Bushnell. Good for the SPC. I mean, they had this highlighted in their 5% tornado risk, so they did a good prediction here. I really didn't think we'd see this area have the highest tornado threat for today. I figured it'd be off to the west in Iowa and Missouri, but this cell, it became strong enough, it became discreet enough, and it produced a brief tornado, but a tornado nonetheless. It barely was discreet enough, but it did it. So again, if we still have a tornado, it'd be east of Marietta now. And we have our other area of rotation that we really are having to start watching here, northwest of Bushnell. Really due north of Bushnell at this point. This tornado warning expires in 1 minute, so we'll see if they reissue it for this second area of rotation. But it's looking like they may just let it go and have an unwarned area rotation here, which I'm not really a fan of that idea, but National Weather Service knows best, you know, so. Or at least they know better than I do. Yeah, at this point it's unorganized rotation east of Marietta, north of Highway 95. If we still somehow have a tornado, it'd be located in there, but I highly doubt that we do. And yep, they let this tornado warning expire. So we have an unwarned area of rotation in between Walnut Grove, Bushnell, and Prairie City. In between all three of those towns there. There's your rotation approaching Highway 41 south of Prairie City. We'll have to watch that. If you're in Prairie City, you should be indoors anyway because you got some quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds slamming you, or it did just slam you, but stay indoors because... what did I just do? We got more storms approaching, and we may have some rotation here that's unwarned. So... please get inside. But the tornado warning has expired, so you don't need to, like, seek shelter or anything. I don't even think Prairie City was in the tornado warning in the first place anyway. So, alright. So we're continuing to see broad rotation north of Seville. And we're also still watching this area of rotation south of Prairie City. Now, north of Bushnell, right along... where, or about to be right along where Highway 9 meets Highway 41, south of Prairie City. If you guys are familiar with this area, you know what I'm talking about. And we have a new area of rotation to watch, approaching Lancaster and Glassford. That is, pretty strong. So we got a new area rotation there, it looks like. And again, right now, our area rotation that's weakening out is north of Seville, Illinois. Again, if we still have a tornado, that's where it would be. But in my opinion, I think it's long gone. And there we go. The National Weather Service did downgrade this tornado warning, but it's worth noting they didn't get rid of it. They only downgraded it to radar indicated. So that means that you need to stay in your safe spot, right? They still have confidence that there's the potential for a tornado here. But the chance of it it's not confirmed anymore. That's how I should say this. It's not confirmed anymore that we have a tornado. So again, I'm watching our area of rotation here, approaching Lancaster. As it looks pretty strong. Alright. So, again, we got a massive rotation in here. So if you're in, again, west central Fulton County, you need to remain in your safe spot. Again, this is in central Illinois. Sorry for background noise, that's just my mom playing piano. Alright, so that rotation's kind of died out, actually. And this area of rotation, again, it's broad at best, if you know what I mean. So, let's see here. What else do we have to look at? Again, I'm going to watch our Kansas storms relatively closely, as it looks like they're producing some golf ball-sized hail and some 60-mile-per-hour damaging wind gusts still near Manhattan, this one. And, I mean, we're going to continue to see some more storms, some more severe storms across parts of Illinois as well as Kansas as we go later into this evening. There's, again, two different systems here, guys. We're going to have a Kansas mode of storms and an Illinois mode of storms as we approach the evening and nighttime hours here. Or as we enter the evening and nighttime hours, I should say. So, again, there's your area of rotation north of Highway 95, northeast of Seville, Illinois. So, we got to be looking out for that there. And we're going to continue to watch this storm here as it approaches Springfield, just because of how populated of an area it's approaching. So, we'll make sure to look out for that. But, again, our main concern needs to be on our tornado warning. That's the reason that we're live here. And we have a new severe thunderstorm warning now for portions of Saline County, Kansas, for Salina, whatever. Quarter-sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. So if you're in Salina, make sure that you're moving indoors. And again, here's our area of rotation near Smithfield. Alright, so again, if you're just not tuning in, we have a tornado warning for west central Fulton County, Illinois. At 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near New Philadelphia, or 15 miles northwest of Lewistown, moving east at 30 miles per hour. If you're in this area, you need to be seeking shelter. Now we have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Shelby, Marion, and Monroe counties, Missouri. So if you're in Monroe City, make sure that you are moving indoors. Quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds there. Same thing with Shelbyville. Let's go back up to our tornado warning storm here. Now our area of rotation is, again, still located north of Highway 95 near Smithfield, Illinois. So if you're in Smithfield, you need to be moving to a safe spot, right? So an interior room away from windows, and preferably on the lowest floor of a building. That's the most important thing, really. If you're in a mobile home, you need to get out of there and find a more substantial shelter to be in. Same thing if you're in a car. You need to pull over and find somewhere to take cover in, because this is a dangerous storm that has a history of producing a tornado, and it could produce another one as it moves towards Cuba. So, again, this is in west central Fulton County, Illinois, And now we have a new severe thunderstorm warning here for tennis ball sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds for Riley, Wabanese, Wabansie, and Pottawatomie counties, Kansas. For tennis ball sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds for the Newberry area, you need to be moving indoors and away from windows immediately. That's confirmed tennis ball sized hail. And again, radar indicated 60-mile-per-hour damaging winds in that area as well. So, again, this is our area of rotation here to the north of Smithfield, now to the northeast of Smithfield, most likely. Oh, wait, no, this is the new scan. So, to the north of Highway 95, it's along County Road 2 here. So, again, if you're in this area, you need to be taking shelter in Cuba, as well as Bernadotte. Now, this tornado warning expires in 6 minutes, so we'll see if they reissue it or not. But at the moment, it's looking like this could be the end of this tornado warning storm here. So, again, if you're just now tuning in, I know we got a lot of viewers just now tuning in. We have a tornado warning for west central Fulton County, Illinois. This is for Smithfield, Cuba, Marietta. If you are in this area, you need to be taking shelter on the lowest floor of a building and away from windows. Inside of an interior room. If you don't have a basement, preferably like a bathroom or a closet. If you're in a mobile home, you need to evacuate out of it and find somewhere more substantial to take shelter in, as mobile homes are not built to withstand tornadoes. I mean, no houses are, but there are safe places you can hide in homes to protect yourself from a tornado and flying debris, but in a mobile home, there is not. So, again, if you're in a mobile home, you need to get out of here. This storm has a history of producing a tornado, so you got to take it seriously. We have some sort of rotation up here near to the south of Highway 9 as well. Trying to develop in between Blyton and Bucky. Could be some rotation there. Again, this storm has had many areas of rotation to watch. But again, it's only produced one actual tornado so far, and that tornado is no longer on the ground. There's your dying rotation, still northeast of Smithfield now. Our other area of rotation is gone. Just these brief little bursts of rotation that disappear pretty quickly. Alright. So, again, if you're just now joining us, tornado warning for west central Fulton County, Illinois. Until 7:15 p.m. Until 7:30 p.m. If it was until 7:15 p.m., it would already be over, but again, here's your area of rotation that this is warned for. West of Highway 95 there, paralleling Highway 95 actually. Sorry, it's west of Highway 97. Looked like 95 because of that. But this is going to remain in effect for the next 3 minutes, 2 minutes. So if you're in this area, again, stay in your safe spot. I've gotten a request to say that these storms are awesome sauce. I will not be doing that. So again, there's your rotation northeast of Smithfield. Again, it's going to be approaching Cuba over the next several minutes. Again, this is in western Fulton County right now. Again, this is kind of riding Highway 95. We've not gotten any new alerts in a while. It's not that my alerts are broken. It's just we're not getting any. So, again, if you're in Cuba, you need to be staying in your safe space. If you're in Smithfield, same thing. Bucky, Fayette. We have another little area rotation trying to briefly develop here, but they disappear pretty quickly. And it looks like our rotation's either gone or it's up here now. So again, if you're in Fayette, you need to be in your safe space for the next minute here, because this could still be rotation. It's just I don't think it is. I think our rotation's gone. Yep. So the tornado warning in west central Fulton County has now expired. We are left with 0 tornado warnings and 0 destructive severe thunderstorm warnings. So what we're going to do is end off the live stream here. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe. We will be back later if there are any more destructive severe thunderstorm warnings, or especially if there's any more tornado warnings. So again, this has been severe weather coverage on June 13th, 2024. Thank you all for tuning in, and have a great night. Peace.